What's going on, people? Welcome back to We Are Tottenham TV ahead of this weekend's massive top of the table clash. It's Tottenham versus Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, or Chelsea versus Tottenham. First against third, both teams in fantastic form, and I've got Lewis Gebrselassie from Blues Fans TV. How are you doing, mate?
I'm good, man. Week's been good. We've both been looking forward to this match, haven't we?
Yeah, I think it's one game that the pair of us look forward to every year. Obviously, being good mates is it's interesting. How are you feeling ahead of this weekend?
I mean, it is Stamford Bridge. I will say that outright. You lot don't like coming here, but it is also second season Jose Mourinho, and we're Chelsea. We know exactly the kind of monster that he is in that season. And look at you, man, isn't it?
Yeah, it's sort of like I'm seeing sides of Tottenham that I've never seen before. The mentality changes, the attitudes of players, and it's sort of like when one player isn't available and someone steps in, they perform. And it's something we haven't had for a while. We haven't had squad depth for a while. I know when we spoke a few weeks ago or a couple of months ago ahead of the League Cup game, where you mentioned second season Jose, and you seem to be getting it bang on, really.
Bro, we all know what to expect from him. He gets the best out of his players in this season. I will also say, after second season Jose, third season Jose pops up, so you lot can also look forward to that. But for this season, enjoy it. I already said, like previous video, if you lot do not win a trophy under Jose Mourinho, you are never winning a trophy again.
No, I actually agree with that. But I also think that with a lot of Spurs fans, I think people are just taking it one game at a time. I think this weekend, if we can get a result, whether that be a draw, whether we can come and nick and win, be amazing. But even if we don't win this weekend, I don't think it would be the end of the world. I think, like I said, it's only November. We've got a long way to go. We're still in 4 competitions.
Even with your next few games. I swear you got like all the top 6
Arsenal, Leicester, it's Arsenal, Palace, Leicester and Liverpool the next games. But I think that suits us more. I think if you look at our performances against you in the Cup, especially in that second half, our performance against Manchester City, our performance at Old Trafford, we scored 6. That suits us more than playing the likes of, as we saw, West Brom, Burnley, Brighton. The low block we have seen is we struggled. We eventually do break it down, but we struggle to break down. And when teams attack us, I think it leaves the gaps behind for the likes of Son, Lucas, Kane, Bale, whoever it might be, to run onto it. And yeah, I think I'm looking forward to this weekend's game. I mean, Chelsea also in good form. How are you looking?
That's the thing that you said. You like it when teams attack you, and I think that's going to be the same for Sunday. I don't think either team's going to sit back on this one unless you not get an early goal, which would literally be the end of the world, I think.
Yeah, I think that's just on that. I think that's what City had that problem against us. We scored in the first 5 minutes, and that suited us.
And then as soon as Jose sits deep, that's it. And the thing is, you lot are good going forward as well. I can't say anything about Harry Kane. I can't say anything about Son. They're completely on fire this season. But it's not like I'm not confident either. I mean, our squad's been brilliant this season. Getting September, we were still a little bit shaky, but I said we were going to have a gelling period, and look at us now. We now look solid. We now have our lineup. We now have a style of play, and we're beating everyone that's in front of us. Granted, it is Burnley, Sheffield United. I get it, but this is the big test I've been looking forward to. I've been waiting for Chelsea to play our proper top 6 side, because I think this is the real big test for us. If we play you guys, we don't even necessarily need to play you off the park or anything. If we can beat you guys and get a result, that shows that this is a formation that can work against the big sides as well. So there's a lot riding on it for both teams.
Yeah, well, I think even for both teams, both looking to win the title, or at least challenge for the title, let's say. Both looking to challenge for their title with managers not new in the job, but a year, Frank just over a year, Jose around a year. And I think the games between us last year, the one at the Spurs Stadium, okay, yeah, you won 2-0 and deservedly so. We were really poor, but the red card that wasn't a red card ruined it, I think. It wasn't a red card, really.
Debatable.
And obviously when we came to Stamford Bridge and you beat us, we had what?
There was injuries on both sides.
I think we had about 11 fit players.
We had like 9 of our first 11 out.
We were playing Eric Lamela as the false 9. Son had a broken arm. Kane did his hamstring. We had Steven Bergwijn had an ankle injury. So
I want to say, talk about injuries. I want to see what you guys are saying in the next month, because I think December's bad for us, but you lot, your fixture's a mess.
The good thing about the Spurs at the moment is the depth. Last year we didn't have the depth. This year we've got Steven Bergwijn to cover. We've got Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale is the most successful British footballer of all time, arguably.
So
he might not even play on Sunday. To have that option on the bench is insane, I think.
It is. When he turns up, he'll be even better.
I mean, he's getting fitter and fitter. He looks sharper every time he plays. In the international break, he looked really sharp. And I just think we're in a really good spot. We've got a backup striker, so yeah, very, very happy.
There isn't really a lot you can say about Spurs right now. Hell, you're top of the league right now. It's crazy.
Yeah, top of the league in November. I think first time in my lifetime. So
yeah, it's still early on, but you always know what Jose's like. He always says hit the ground running and start early, so you can try and get a head start on everybody else.
Yeah.
And that is exactly what you guys are doing. So yeah. Bro, I'm worried about you guys. This is going to be a really good game on Sunday.
Yeah, I think it'll be entertaining. And like I said, I think whichever team does it, okay, if it's not a draw and someone, and obviously, of course, if you win, I don't think it's the end of the world for Jose and Spurs. I think there'll be plenty more opportunities to sort of challenge at the top.
I still think it's a massive game for you guys in terms of how far have you lot come since March. Because I'll be real, Chelsea away should be the real standard for you guys, mainly because of your record there.
Yeah, I mean, one win in what?
30 years.
Yeah, there you go.
I ain't gonna forget that.
I know you know. So it's gonna.
But that's why we can't lose twice, because then that record's in the mud.
I can honestly see us coming there on Sunday and getting a result. Absolutely, 100%. If everyone's fit and on form and firing, absolutely, I see no issues in coming to you. I still think I think Kurt Zuma is dodgy. I think he's definitely got a mistake in him.
Not when Thiago Silva's next to him.
I think Thiago Silva. Ruben Diaz and
call him old. Call him old.
He is old. He is old.
Cool. Thank you. I just wanted that on camera. Thank you.
Whether he can go and have a worldie on Sunday and be amazing, doesn't change his age. He's still old.
Doesn't change his ability though.
You say he was playing in the French league.
I don't care. He's come back to the Premier League and he's just translated his form there still.
Yeah, it's quite easy to defend against David McGoldrick.
Okay, cool. We're going to see what happens on Sunday. Cool.
I just think Harry Kane, in the form that he's in, will take Thiago Silva for a bit of a walk.
I think it's going to be an amazing clash. That's what I think it's going to be. It could really go either way. I'm not going to lie.
I think your fullbacks are really good. I think both of us have really good fullbacks. I think Ben Chilwell's been really good for you.
Reguilon, I wanted him anyway.
Yeah, half the price. Sergio Reguilon's been amazing.
Did get sent back to Sevilla last time, but we'll forget about that.
Yeah, but then he also had Hudson-Odoi in his back pocket running 30 yards to nick the ball back, and then set up the winning goal.
I don't recall.
The equalising goal, but obviously
Emerson tax.
But looking at the game, I think both sides like I said, in great form. Frank Lampard, you must be happy.
Oh yeah, I'm gassed. I already said this season's going to be amazing for us. I'm not saying we are going to win the league. I think it's the same thing with you guys, or you're just thinking, why not?
You have more of a right to say we're going to win the league than we do.
No, I think both of us can be looking at and becoming a bit optimistic, but same way it's riding on this game for us as well. Also, you've got Liverpool waiting behind to see either of us slip up.
It's a long, long way to go in the season, and it can take a couple of results and the whole table can change.
You lot, I don't know. If I'm feeling further down the line,
I think if you ask the majority of Spurs fans what's the bigger game this weekend or Arsenal next weekend, it's a difficult one. I mean, obviously we hate Arsenal more. It's the North London.
Your players hate Chelsea more.
It's the North London. You say that it's not. A lot of those players aren't there anymore.
Dele Alli
won't be playing.
I think it's still around the squad though. Kieran Trippier as well. He said he hated it from his time there. That's your squad. That's your squad saying
it's a different.
Okay, so what squad players have said different about Arsenal?
I think if you ask the Spurs players who they hate more, they would say Arsenal.
Then how come I've only heard about Chelsea?
Beating Arsenal means more to us.
How come I've only heard Spurs players come out and say about Chelsea how much they hate playing against Chelsea, how much they want to beat Chelsea?
We'll see.
It says more about us, but I'm only going off the quotes of that.
It's just my opinion. I would love to win.
As Spurs fans, I think it's a bit 50-50.
It's not, I think
it's a bit 50-50. I think more than match-going fans probably hate Arsenal more. I think more worldwide probably hate Chelsea more.
It's a difficult one, but it's two massive games coming up. I think if we can come out with 9 points from City, Chelsea, Arsenal, then we can start believing.
I'll tell you, best of luck against Arsenal, but other than that.
But it will be tough this weekend. It will be a massively tough game. Timo Werner's, although it takes him about 8 chances to actually get a goal, he's rapid. He causes problems. He causes defensive headaches. I'm sure Kai Havertz will come back in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan. Yeah.
Christian Pulisic.
Is he fit this weekend, Pulisic?
I think he is. I think the aim was to try and get him back for you guys.
Okay. Well, I mean, Hakim Ziyech's amazing. Can't say much about that, but he doesn't like playing against Spurs.
Probably just bad memories, but I hope that fuels him, innit?
It might do, but obviously Kai Havertz as well. I'm not a fan of Tammy Abraham. I know you're going to tell me he's amazing or you love him. I think
just underestimate him. It's fine. It's cool. They
even
always
if he can score on Sunday, I still won't change my opinion.
That is cool.
I still don't think he's.
We'll play the long game with Tammy.
I still don't think he's good enough personally, but it's just opinion at the end of the day. I think you've got good midfield: Kovacic, Kante, Havertz, Jorginho can come in. Mason Mount's in the form of his life. What a great young player he is. And under Lampard, I think he'll just get better. So it'll be a really, really good game. And you like the goalie? I know last time we had a preview, we were sitting here talking about Kepa and how much you hate Kepa.
Yeah, he's gone now. We have Edouard Mendy, and I think Edouard Mendy is living proof that Kepa attacks does exist. I said we would have finished second with a proper goalkeeper last season. Now we have a proper goalkeeper. Our defence actually looks solid, and they aren't making mistakes every single game. So it was a goalkeeping error for me. So I'm glad we have someone that we can actually just believe in.
Whilst I think you do have looked a lot more solid defensively, and you have improved, but I do still think you're just the same as us. I do still think your defence can be attacked and can be guilt at.
I don't know. I feel like it's going to be one of those games where whoever makes a mistake first loses.
Contested. Newcastle last weekend, I think their only chance was having a shot from 35 foot from the halfway line with Joel Linton.
Games were contested.
I just thought they were poor.
United maybe, Rennes
they
maybe.
They didn't attack you. Rennes you conceded.
I think United attacked us way more than we attacked them, to be fair.
But that's the thing. You haven't blown me away when playing against the better sides.
Yeah, we barely played the better sides in this formation, which is why I'm looking forward to this match.
It'll be a really good game. One thing that's obviously disappointing, we'll have no Toby Alderweireld, who was immense against Manchester City. Best performance I've seen Toby have since the 16-17 season.
Always rated Toby.
And so without him, it looks like Joe Rodon is going to come and make his first start on Sunday. But
baptism by fire.
Highly rated young defender in the Championship. 6'4", captain Wales the other night when Bale went off. So he's really highly thought of, and he's a good defender. I think he's perfect for Jose as well.
Nice. If you do it on a cold 4:30 at Stamford Bridge, even better.
Yeah, I mean it'll be a test for him, big test, and it definitely, I guess, in a way, makes us a little bit weaker ahead of the weekend. You'd like to have your first choice back for fit. Matt Doherty's back this weekend after COVID, after testing positive for COVID. So hopefully him and Aurier battling for that right back spot. Serge Aurier on Saturday, I think, looked.
He's another one that looks amazing this season.
It's just and the midfield.
I remember the fucking All or Nothing documentary last year. He was like, you're going to give a penalty away every game or shit, and look at him now.
I think the midfield is going to be an interesting battle. Obviously, Højbjerg has been incredible for us. Ndombele showing up, Lo Celso off the bench to get a goal the other night.
Can Ndombele last the full 90 now?
Yeah, he's been fantastic so far this season. The assist for Son on the weekend, albeit he didn't play 90 on the weekend, but I reckon he's got it in him. Sissoko as well, looking good. But obviously, like I said, you've got great midfielders, Mount, Kovacic. I love Mount and Kovacic.
I can't say too much about your team. Like, you man are top of the league anyway.
It's a tight. I can't believe I'm saying so much
positive about us.
I've been looking forward to this preview since
it's Jose, isn't it?
3 years ago when we did a preview for the game at Wembley.
I said Jose would do this to you guys.
We'll see. It's an interesting one. What are your predictions for Sunday? Go on.
2-0 Chelsea.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to go another clean sheet because I want a good performance.
I think if we had Toby, I would back us with a clean sheet, but without Toby, I think I'm going to go 2-1 to Spurs.
Cool.
I do think we'll get that early goal.
Yeah.
And I think we'll kill it off. I think we'll get a second, and then you'll get one back. And we'll see it out. But
that's just one of them.
I wouldn't be surprised. Be surprised if, unfortunately, we didn't get a result. It's not an easy place to go, no matter who you are. And you at the end
don't say anything because I knew you were.
At the end of the day, Chelsea are just almost you're a point behind us, 2 points behind us. It's tight.
Yeah,
and you'll want revenge for the cup game. I'm sure.
I'll be real. I don't care.
You might not, but the players might think.
Maybe. I'm hoping Mason Mount bags a couple now. Thinking about it.
But yeah, let us know what you think in the comment section below ahead of this massive game. It's Chelsea against Tottenham. It's at Stamford Bridge. It's 4:30 on Sunday. First against third. Which team is first, Lewis, at the moment?
Keep it warm for us though. We'll be coming on Sunday.
So let us know in the comment section below what you think, and as always, come on you Spurs.